I'd like to say, I was about to say French. Oh, I've had a head injury. That's another story.
24 hours has really knocked you about.
It has really. Listen, we are at halfway point.
Yeah.
So apparently, now that we've made it here, you can go to some little church and
get a Pellegrino letter
that states how
you're halfway.
That you're halfway, which is also very cool. So this is our double stop. Woo! Which we're
chuffed about. Yeah.
Very much so. So we thought we'd just do a little update. So yesterday, where were we? We were out in the fields of
Condes or
Conde.
Cueza. I don't know how to say it. Cueza.
Yeah, Cueza.
With lots of Spanish words before it.
Yeah, they like a lot of Spanish, and they always refer to it as the first Spanish word.
Yeah.
Where we do the last.
They're not just double bangers. They're like
quadruples.
Yeah.
Quadruples. Anyway, so we got into that little cheeky place, and then
we had some lunch, and we just did our normal routine, and I think we
vlogged.
Yeah, we did a vlog of our
lunch. Which I'll update.
And then just after we did, it's getting a bit grabby.
Or namas.
And then just after we ate, we went to check in, and lo and behold, a massive, not just nationwide but international
power outage.
Power outage. So Spain, Italy, France,
Portugal along the coast.
So no power, which was wild. So we could check in.
Yep.
Which we were lucky in that respect because the girl was able to do it on her mobile, on her phone. We couldn't do anything else. We couldn't pay for our lunch.
Yeah.
Because we had to pay cash, but we were hearing people saying that it was going to be 72 hours, and we only had €100 on us, which isn't a lot.
No.
I mean, our lunch was going to be 40, because we'd had some beers and stuff. So, we really didn't want to part with the cash. So
no.
It was a bit of a dilemma. Anyway, so we said to them, look, we're staying, so
pay in the morning.
We'll pay in the morning, hopefully.
It brought out the sort of the best and the worst out of
didn't it?
Some of the Pellegrinos, for sure.
Because after about an hour of no power, everybody's phone lines also died. So the mobile network also died. So we had no internet, no phone, nothing. Landlines weren't working. So it was a difficult, couple of hours. Anyway, we had we kept our routine. We went and had a little lie down. We felt that was best. No point being awake and catastrophising it as lots of other people were.
Because we could hear people downstairs who were like, we want our money back. We shouldn't have to pay for this if we've got no water.
We were just like, we'll just share in the morning. Like changes the routine, but big whoop.
Yeah. It brought some real ugliness out in some
really
people.
Did.
Like that, these making the front desk girls cry.
Carrying on, it's not her fault.
No.
And then we went down for dinner, and it was quite cute because usually when we have dinner, this will sound like a lot of food, but they do like an entree, main, and dessert, and you eat everyone, right? Because of the day's walking. Yeah. Even though you've had like a massive lunch and breakfast, you need the 3 for dinner as well, and you wake up hungry. Definitely using the food. Yeah. But because they had no power, they were like,
cooking on a fire,
this is what we've got. This is what we've sort of made do with, and
so it was one dish. You could choose one dish.
You couldn't
have numerous dishes.
You couldn't have both. You couldn't have entree, main, and dessert. Anyway, I had a beef stew that rocked my world. The biggest serving of beef stew I've ever seen in my life, mind you. I ate every scrap of it. That was bloody good.
Yeah, and I'm addicted to this Spanish chickpea white bean soup thing stew, and it is goddamn good.
And they gave you a good serving of that too.
Yeah. So, and then they asked if we wanted more.
Oh yeah, more.
And we were like,
goodness,
no,
you couldn't eat another thing.
They
Plenty of bread.
They did such a cracking job, and we were sitting with our friends and someone who was new to the Camino, who had only just joined,
like
the stop
yesterday
before.
was the first day walking.
And then all of a sudden Emma goes, Did anyone else see lights?
Yeah, I said, I see lights in the kitchen, and then everyone poured out, all the staff poured out of the kitchen, and we were all bloody, like cheering and clapping. It was so cool.
Salute day and
everyone was so happy, and then it was awesome.
The whole vibe of the place changed. It's amazing how down people had got because there was no power or anything, and then as soon as the power came on, like the place was just a hub, and people start sloshing. Yeah, it was very cool. But we loved it. We've now got a new family, so we've met on the path a couple of times. What's her name? Carol and Corin. From England they are.
Yeah. Carol's nuts. She runs all the time.
Yep, she's inspired me to get back to my jiggy jog, which I've really, really enjoyed.
On her last day off, there was a fun run in the town that we were in, so she thought she'd do it.
She wasn't dressed appropriately, but she did say to them, I normally run.
I do have to say that on my day off, I like to contemplate my navel and lay on my back a lot. I don't go, let's go for a fun run. I don't fucking think so.
No, it's enough for us to just get up
out of bed for breakfast.
Correct, and rehab. So, but she's got the best energy, and she's got her little friend who, they plod along, and they're just so very pleasant.
And they don't walk together. They do their own walk, and they're really lovely.
And they're very mindful, aren't they? Like if you're looking at your shoelace, they won't stop, and she'll go, speedy by and all the rest of it. So
they're cute because they were telling us the story about when they were coming here that they didn't realise, but they bought these tickets, and it was they were called speedy boarders. They were called forward for speedy boarders, people who can board quickly or whatever. Yeah. And we call each other speedy boarders all the time. It's very cute.
Which are very cool, and they seem to. It's funny because your like-minded people seem to move together. So they've grabbed onto a couple of people who, we don't mind.
No.
The newest girl who was just a hot mess. Like she had her luggage. Can't remember her name. Holy shit! Yeah, she got really tanked the first night with her brother in Spain, and her stuff went missing, and oh my god, she's just hilarious. So
she's a bit of a hot mess.
Yeah, she is. Anyway, so we're a bit excited. Halfway, we got a little message from our little Mildred. She's having a delightful time, and she's hoping we are, because it's at our halfway point. So anyway, we'll keep
halfway point of our holiday, our time off.
Yeah, but we're only about 17 days left. Really, we get in.
Yeah.
So the 17th to 16th of May or whatever.
17,
yeah. So
and, I mean, 3 of those are
rest days.
Rest days.
Yeah, which is all cool. Anyway, we'll keep you posted.
15.
We're high in spirits. We're enjoying. It's just been just a real eye opener. I'm still loving the churches and exploring them. Still loving Cerveza, and then Bravas, of course. So, anyways. It was always
the local attraction.
Always making friends is my life. Anyway, if there's 100 seats, in the restaurant, guess where someone will sit?
Right next to me.
I come out of a restaurant to buy drinks, and all of a sudden she will have moved.
I just don't understand. Like, I'll sit literally the furthest away from the door for starters, and also the furthest away from anyone else. And then I shit you not, the next people to sit down, they come and sit right next to us.
Yeah, with a screaming baby. Anyway, so look, we're having a great time. We'll keep you posted. We'll get some rest, and about time for a beer here, I think. Anyway, happy Wednesday, Tuesday. Anyway, all the best. Adios, amigos and chicas.